Welcome to this fun yoga class where we're going to focus on letting go. Like letting go sometimes is so hard to do because a lot of times we like to stick with what's familiar, even if it's not good for us. But there's such a feeling of relief and freedom when we can let go. And right now it's fall, so you could do this practice at any season of the year, but nature even reminds us that we need to let go, that things aren't going to stay the same, and that we have to kind of go with the flow. And so we're just going to play with all different ways of letting go, even while we're being strong. But balancing that sense of relaxation with effort, but always remembering that no matter how challenging something is, it's important to have some aspect of letting go, of softness, of yielding, of of like finding our true center, so we know what's important and what is just stuff that maybe we should have let go of a long time ago. So let's start by closing our eyes and just tuning into your breath. Tuning into the exhalation, because that is the letting go part of our breath. So on the inhale, fill up in all dimensions, so 360 degrees, a kind of spherical filling up. And then as you exhale, just soften, just let go. And you'll end up kind of back to where we started. So the breath is very cyclical. So inhale, and then let go and exhale. And inhale, take in life force energy. And exhale, just let it go, knowing that we're not in control. Again, inhale, fill up. And exhale, let it go. And just open your eyes and start to just kind of relax your shoulders, circling them, kind of shaking your body and circling them in the other direction. And then squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears. And on your exhale, just let them go and drop. So inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose or your mouth. Again, inhale, fill up, squeeze up. It's like feel that tension building up, and then exhale. Just let it go. And notice how good it feels, just focusing on the exhale and just letting things kind of drop, letting things land where they happen to land. So one more time, inhale, squeeze up, and exhale, release. So let's you can sit on a block, or you can sit on your heels, or actually maybe even come to kneeling so that our arms have more room to just kind of dangle. And just start to wiggle your shoulders, let your arms follow, your wrists follow, so everything is really just kind of loose and open. And then maybe just a little bit of swinging your arms from side to side, letting your shoulders go in the direction of your arms and your neck in the same direction, kind of like a little twisty motion. Then again, come back and just kind of shake things out. You can move your arms up and down, just like anything that feels like, how you're kind of, when you try and shake water off your hands, like that kind of feeling of just letting go, shaking things off. And then turn your head to the right and lift and lower your chin. Then swing your head over to the left, lifting and lowering the chin. One more time each side, just swing it across, lift and lower. And swing it across again, lift and lower. And come back to center. And just kind of do a little shimmy with your body. All right, hope you're feeling like a little bit looser now. So let's come onto our hands and knees in tabletop. And close your eyes and just start to move around. I do this a lot. Matter of fact, I do this probably every day. It's just get the spine moving, get the spine open and nice, fresh motion. And walk your knees back a little bit. Shift your hips back to your heels. And your inhale, round forward. And then your exhale, glide back. A couple more times. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, glide back. Again, inhale, round forward. This time tuck your toes, glide back to downward facing dog. And bend one knee as you stretch out through the opposite heel. See if you can shift your hips way back so you can let go of some weight on your hands and kind of distribute the weight a little more evenly between your hands and your feet. And come up way high up onto your tiptoes. Lift your sit bones up really high. Try and keep your sit bones where they are and stretch your heels back down. Now, your heels may not touch the floor, and that's perfectly fine. Just want you to feel some height and openness and freedom in the back of your legs and in your whole back. Walk your feet forward to your hands. And again, just kind of shake out your hips. Let your head dangle. You can shake your head a little bit. Then firm your feet into the earth. Press down, rise all the way up. Let your hands rise up over your head. And keep reaching up to your fingertips. On your exhale, just let it go. But inhale, reach up. And exhale, let your wrists be soft and let it go. Maybe your arms even cross in front of you. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release. Let your hands rest by your sides and just begin to do a little bouncing. So just a soft bending of your knees. You can even let out a hum. So letting go is about relaxing and tapping into that part of our nervous system that's just the opposite of fight and flight. It's rest and digest. And this little bouncing and little humming can really help you to relax and get into your parasympathetic nervous system a little bit more. So just let the hands be loose. Good. And now step your feet apart, wider than hip width, but not as far as you can. Just nice, comfortable distance. And forward fold. Let your head dangle. And if you want, you can bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and then reach up and over. And just kind of let things land where they want to land. So you're not forcing anything, you're just letting the weight of your arms, the weight of your head, create a little bit more openness and freedom. And then release your hands. Bring your hands over to your left side and then bring them across to the right. Twist to the right as you circle your arms up and over to the left. And just kind of let gravity make you go a little bit faster on the downhill, a little bit slower on the uphill. And just so that your feet feel grounded, but your upper body has this real sense of letting go. And now let's switch directions. So it's important to stay grounded, and you can slow it down if you want. You can take a break if you want. But see if you can move with your breath. The inhale is lifting you up, and the exhale is letting you release down. One more. Nice, and then just let your arms dangle. Let your head relax. And just kind of do little circles with your arms. This is really good to get the synovial fluid going in your shoulders. And you can reverse the direction of your circles. Bring your fingertips to the floor, heel toe your feet, about hip distance apart. And press down strongly into your feet and rise up like a breath of fresh air, reaching all the way up toward the sky. On your exhale, let your hands softly release by your sides. On your next inhale, reach up, gaze up, lift up through your toes. And on your exhale, as you lower your hands, lower your heels back to the floor. Again, inhale, sweep up, reach up through your toes. And exhale, softly lower. A couple more times. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, release. So face the front of your mat in Tadasana, mountain pose. Close your eyes and just feel a sense of being grounded, of being connected and rooted, and at the same time having a sense of being lifted. So there's all this space in your body. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up. And on your exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Plant your hands, step back into plank. Take a couple of breaths here, just finding places where you can soften, like the back of your neck, the skin on your face, even the skin on your shoulders. You can lower your knees or keep them lifted, but bend your elbows, trying to point your elbows kind of behind you. Lower down, point your toes, curl up into your cobra. And then exhale, kind of release down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release down. Inhale, slowly rise. Exhale, let gravity take you down. One more time. Inhale, curl up. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes. Press up and back to downward facing dog. On your next inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. And on your exhale, pull your knee into your chest, step your foot all the way forward. To your hands, keep the back heel lifted, rise up, crescent lunge. And just keep opening, a sense of freedom and letting go, reaching outward, stretching in different directions. And then exhale, bow over your leg, straighten your leg. Inhale as you bend your knees, rise up. And exhale, cascade forward, straightening that front leg as you lower. One more time, inhale, rise up. And exhale, lower down, straighten your leg, and just rock back and forth between your back heel lifting and your front leg, the front of the whole front of the foot lifting. And just glide back and forth. So you get like this nice, easy motion going. And rotate that back heel down. So we're coming into warrior two. So your toes are pointing out to the side. And reach your arms all the way up and back. Reverse your warrior. And then as you come forward, straighten your leg. Coming into triangle pose. Bend your knee, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. And come on back, triangle. One more time, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Come all the way forward to triangle pose. Lower your top hand down. Sweep your front leg all the way back into down dog splits. Reach high. And lower your foot to the floor. On your inhale, sweep your left leg up. And on your exhale, pull your knee into your chest, step your foot forward. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. And exhale, bow, straightening your front leg. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward. Lower down, straighten the front leg. One more time, inhale, reach up. You get a little better with practice, maybe a little more control. And rotate the back heel down and in for warrior two. Reach up and back, reverse your warrior. And come all the way forward for triangle pose. Again, bend your knee, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. And triangle. Last one. Warrior two, reach back, reverse your warrior. And come on into triangle pose. And lower your top hand down. And just rock back and forth between your front foot and your back foot. Sweep your leg all the way up and back for down dog splits. Lower your foot back down, lower your knees down. Sit back on your heels. On your inhale, sweep your right arm across to the left and kind of behind you, bringing your right hand behind your left foot and reach up through your left arm, through your hips, and then swing the arms around to the other side and reach up. So again, you can use a little momentum here, but we want momentum with some control as well. A couple more. Nice. And rest in child's pose. So to me, child's pose is like the ultimate letting go. Just let everything soften. Maybe think back to when you were a child and things were a little simpler then. You know, your basic needs were met, food and shelter, and hopefully a lot of love. And we kind of just trusted that things would be okay. And as we grow up, things get a little more complicated. But can we go back to some of that childlike innocence? Seeing wonder all around us. And being happy with the simple things of life. On your next inhale, round forward. And on your exhale, glide back. Inhale forward. And exhale back. One more time, inhale forward. Exhale back to your down dog. Walk your feet halfway forward and walk your hands halfway back. Come into a squat. Notice how this is very similar to child's pose, but our body is in a different orientation to the floor. But our knees are out to the side. We're kind of letting our back round, stretching the arms forward. And just let your head dangle here. And lower your hips to the floor. And we're going to come onto our backs. And we'll come into dead bug pose. I love this pose. It's the ultimate letting go, right? So just float your feet up in the air over your hips. Float your arms over your shoulders. And let your shoulders relax onto the floor. So if you look here, I can't get my fingers underneath my shoulder. So if they were pulled up, I'd have all this space. You want your shoulders down even though your hands are lifting. Close your eyes. And relax your wrists, relax your ankles. Relax your fingers. Relax your toes. Notice that floating sensation in your hands and your feet. And see if you can gradually let go a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. We'll just stay here for a few more breaths. If you want to move your fingers and your toes, or your ankles and your wrists, feel free to do that. And bend your knees, hug your knees into your chest. Open your arms out to the side. And twist, bringing your right legs all the way across to the right. Twist, bringing both legs all the way across to the right. And let yourself relax here. Let your shoulders relax onto the floor. Let your whole body just let go, feeling a sense of comfort and ease. And stay here focusing on your breath, in particular focusing on the exhale and letting go. And see if you can notice even the very subtlest aspects of letting go. Like, how do the tip of your fingers feel? How does your throat feel? How do your eyes feel? And then we'll gently pull our left hip back to the floor to bring our legs back up and keep twisting all the way across to the left. And relax. You can think of letting your body just melt. Imagine that freedom of truly letting go, where the only thing that is important is being in the present moment, feeling that sense of connection without having to hang on to it, but just knowing that it's there. A couple more breaths here in this twist. And pull your right hip back to the earth, bringing your legs up. Give yourself another squeeze, another hug. And stretch your legs out for Savasana. Let everything relax. And we've been practicing that relaxation throughout this whole class. So notice if it's very easy for you to relax now. Notice if you feel a closer connection to the earth, to nature, to the mysterious, to the known and to the unknown. We'll just stay here for about a minute, and then we'll do a short meditation. Begin to bring some soft, easy movement into your body. And when you're ready, gently roll to your side and pause. Notice how this sense of relaxation is staying with you. And we want to honor that so that when we roll up to a comfortable seat, you use your hands and you press up so that you can come up in a very relaxed way. And sit on something comfortable if you're not comfortable sitting directly on the floor. So you could sit on a block or a blanket or a pillow. And let your hips descend and connect into the earth center. And let your head, the crown of your head, feel like it's floating up into the galaxies. Feel your breath moving in and out gently. And imagine a calm pond that's reflecting the brilliance of the sky, of the clouds above it, the rich blue sky pictured on the surface of the water. And sensing the darkness of the water all the way to the bottom floor of the pond. Now see if you can feel that sense of tranquility in your whole body, so that everything seems just right in this moment. And we'll stay here a little longer with the breath. You could even, if you wanted to, say a little mantra to yourself. Breathing in, I breathe in the fullness of life. And breathing out, I truly let go. It can be any words that mean something to you. That sense, that feeling of letting go, of non-clinging. You can continue this on your own. But thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Namaste.